Classic Wrestling is back, fans. Welcome to our YouTube channel for our presentation of Frightmare from the Got to Be Real Event Center here in Buckhead. I am Kevin Hensley bringing you tonight's broadcast, and we are starting things off with a tag team attraction here on the weekend before Halloween, but I'm sure Halloween themed nonetheless. You see our ring announcers decked out for the occasion, I'm assuming, anyway. And we're glad all of you are with us here on YouTube, and you hear the familiar music playing over the PA system here in Buckhead.
You already know, baby.
If you're with us last month here at GCW fans, of course you saw this team actually become formed. It seems as if Tyreek's partner's out of commission for a while, and Tyreek made a phone call in the ring and thrown D-Money in the bag, called him a favor, so to speak. And D-Money answered the call, and here we are. He's been teamed up for the second month in a row as we bring you Frightmare. Main event time, fans. 2 out of 3 falls. You heard it said at the end of last month's card. Nick Halen defending the GCW heavyweight title against Chop Top. It's the best 2 out of 3 falls in our main event tonight from Buckhead. More exciting action coming your way this evening here at Frightmare.
Hey, you know, you shot Dollar Tree where you go. Hey, you know, you dress up in costumes, right? I was supposed to dress up.
Tyreek admonishing the crowd for, I guess, the lack of Halloween flavor.
Well, tell your grandma she got good style. Yeah.
D-Money's not endearing himself to the crowd either.
People, come on now, we don't get paid like out.
And their opponents, when they do finally get out here and get introduced, are quite the unique combination. You can call one member of the team more or less the ultimate fan of another member of the team, and you hear the familiar chainsaw revving up just behind the curtain, and the fans clapping in adulation. There's Chuckles in the front with his bubble chainsaw, and with his very real Poland chainsaw. This is the Madman from the Badlands, Leatherface. There's one fan in the front, the rest of the referee. The referee fan club, perhaps? Chainsaw and Chuckles is quite the snappy combo name for a team. Saw Chuckles a few months ago start coming out just randomly to the aid of Leatherface, and issues say not that the monster needs any assistance. 6'6", 300 pounds. He stands. However, Chuckles, who was called into the ring, is the ultimate Leatherface fan. I mean, he just geeks out every time Leatherface is in his presence. And a couple of months ago, when Leatherface was unable to make it to a show, even really arrived to one in time. We're still unsure where Leatherface was that night. He is from parts unknown, and, well, no one knows where that is, unfortunately. Chuckles stepped in for him, and Leatherface seemed to kind of loosen up a little bit. You see a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors taking place to see who's going to go first here. Tyreek has already taken the assignment for the Enterprise, and it looks like our opening contest is just about set to go. Tyreek taking off his shirt, showing off a little definition. And looks like Chuckles is a little impressed. Bell sounds, and we are off and running with our opening bout here at Frightmare.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Mr. Buckhead is having a hard time getting any, trying to be very polite. He has slapped Mr. Buckhead right in the face. Tyreek is not here to exchange pleasantries. Side headlock applied to Mr. Buckhead in our opening bout. Maybe rip the mask off? That's a lot of melon to have to rip it off of. He did take a mask off, but I think Mr. Buckhead was prepared. Another layer on. And the mystery continues. So he was dressed up as himself. Off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle. Tyreek takes a couple of steps back. I don't think he quite moved too much.
Come here. This guy doesn't know how to wrestle. Come here. Thank you.
Off the ropes, here comes Tyreek. And he runs into a brick wall.
Try again. You got it.
Tyreek's trying to say this is the first time around for Mr. Buckhead. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Buckhead gets ahead of steam, if you can call it that. And I took a little bit out of Mr. Buckhead. And Tyreek's had enough of the fun. Ran with Mr. Buckhead in the top turnbuckle. And Mr. Buckhead seems to like that.
I like that.
Oh, he likes it. Okay. Punch. Tyreek's having a hard time just moving Mr. Buckhead. Tag in the former Brass Knuckles champ here, maybe. There's the exchange. On behalf of the new enterprise. D-Money. He get mixed up with the best of them. He's got the elbow sleeve full of Benjamins. And now choking Mr. Buckhead. Well, let's say they're not likely to be choked. Hopefully not, anyway. That was disgraceful. This is a family show. We apologize. D-Money bringing the heavy lumber. Ruffs rides down this blatantly choking. He has to the count of 5. To break. And behind the referee's back continues to choke away on Mr. Buckhead. Leatherface is trying to tell the referee, pay attention, that there is only one referee out here. Where is GCW Commissioner Tim Rice when you need him? I can't say much. I've been in that role before as commissioner. It's not easy. I've sat ringside and still unable to keep it. Unwinnable position. The commissioner of Georgia Classic Wrestling. Ring tags and they've cut off the ring. He's continuing to work the lower part of the head that Mr. Buckhead does not favor. Off the ropes and a nice use of that frame from Detroit. Across him on the second rope. All that weight coming down on the upper extremities. Who gave Tyreek the microphone?
She's wearing the Commissioner Buckhead mask.
Really proud of movies and build match fans. This is real life.
You're a business loser, and you don't deserve to be here, just like he doesn't deserve to be here, just like every single
Paying customer. And I think Mr. Buckhead's hard enough. Nice flying thrust in the ring by Mr. Buckhead, who tags in the monster. Tyreek is spending a lot of time running his mouth on the floor. Meanwhile, Leatherface in the ring is beginning to attack D-Money. There's a lot of moving parts right now, and I'm not sure what's going on. I think Mr. Buckhead just went over behind our camera here at ringside to try and comfort the fan. And a chop block by Tyreek to take down the Madman from the Madlands. he's gone. He's come back with There'll Be a Meaner is on the sign, okay, and some Halloween balloons. Don't be a meaner, he says. So, back here in the ring, Tyreek with a head of steam drops off the third rope with a splash point and a 1 count. Leatherface might do a lot more damage to the monster to get a 3 count. Mr. Buckhead on the outside is taking a victory lap with that young lady. Meanwhile, Leatherface is taking a lot of punishment in the ring, but it's going to take a lot to even... Yeah, Mr. Buckhead finally realizes there is, in fact, a tag team match going on in the ring. Leatherface with some open hand chops to Tyreek. And I think the jig is up, so to speak. Tag. Leatherface welcomes D-Money back in. Here comes D-Money, a little fresh. And first one to the corner. First whip into the other corner. Big splash by D-Money. Here's the tag. And here comes Tyreek. Not sure what happened on the last one. I guess he didn't put it where he wanted him to. Buckhead says that's enough of that. And oh my! And we have a roll-up, 2 and 3. Neither man were legal in this match, but I guess this one went so far off the rails that it doesn't matter. Winners of the match, Leatherface and Mr. Buckhead, Chainsaw and Chuckles, as they're known collectively, here in Georgia Classic Wrestling. We'll be back with more from Frightmare in just a moment. Stay tuned here on the Georgia Classic Wrestling YouTube channel. GCW Frightmare from the Got 2, the number 2, B. Roland Event Center in Buckhead, Georgia. Ben, if you're interested in joining us for one of our live internet television tapings, we'll take a look here for the... Oh, my, excuse me a moment. Look at this. I hate to stop our plug, but back after a long hiatus is the pride of Kansas City, Missouri, Pat Roach. I wish I'd have been able to speak to Tim Rice about this signing, but nonetheless, Pat Roach is back in GCW. Wow. Former decorated television champion, former member of the Dirt Road Dynasty. One heck of a professional wrestler, and certainly not a fan favorite. Pat Roach is insisting on the microphone.
Georgia. I see that the entire time that I have been doing better things in professional wrestling. You losers haven't elevated yourself one bit, especially that guy right there. I'll push your finger. Now, I go off and I wrestle champions from the NWA, Anyway, unlike you Georgia trash, recognize true talent when you see it.
Well, Pat Rhodes was in the middle of running down everybody here in Buckhead, and I believe Georgia Grown right up the road in Royston, Jacob Ashworth, will be interrupting the proceedings. Unstoppable Jacob Ashworth greets the crowd here in Buckhead, and crowd favorites in the very least. As I was saying earlier, of course, we're going to be here live for one of our internet television tapings. We are here on the final Saturday of every month, and our next television taping is coming up on November the 29th. It is Thanksgiving Thunder here at the Carolina Events Center, and that'll be our final taping of 2025. We will not have one in December, and if you want to come attend the show, doors open at 6:05 p.m. Bell time is 7 o'clock. See us for our post-Thanksgiving show and our wrap-up for 2025. We will be back in January. The two Hosses about to square off here. The unstoppable Jacob Ashworth coming in at 265. Pat Rhodes right around that 300-pound mark, comes in at 288. The referee in charge is going to have a heck of a time keeping these two bulls from losing their tempers in the ring. Sounds we are off and running. Ashworth and Roach set to square off. Roach is a great talent. I'm sure you'll see a lot of that on display. He has stayed busy in his time away from Georgia Classic Wrestling. And we apologize for Mr. Roach's language.
You don't like that road. You can't teach you how to drive a lawnmower. You can't get your foot down. This is King Roach. Brown gold, jerk. I ain't never seen brown jewels on the road. Yeah, shut your mouth.
And a collar and elbow tie-up. And the crown jewel and the unstoppable one. Like I said, I kind of expected this. And the only way out was Pat Roach with a stomp to the foot. And then get some leverage, but it didn't last long. Ashworth might have a slight advantage on the vertical side of things. He got an inch or two of height on Pat Roach. Men changing arm bars, and now a hammerlock by Ashworth. Reversal coming, and Roach with a go behind into the hammerlock himself. And Ashworth into the ropes.
I got to go 5 more. Alright?
That's up to 5. Roach is full of cockiness, disrespect. It's all a mental game for Pat Roach, though. And Ashworth's not going to have a big right hand from the 265-pound Jacob Ashworth. And he is just bringing the heavy artillery. Roach is down and getting stomped like a Roach by Ashworth. frustration. No stops. There's no timeouts in wrestling. Pat Roach knows that. So not a breather. Got a 1 count after the pin attempt. Roach doesn't know if he's on Shivers Avenue here in Buckhead or if he's on Peachtree Street in downtown Atlanta.
What's the matter, man? You out here talking trash?
Ashworth's giving it right back to Roach, isn't he, on the running at the mouth, I guess you'd say.
All right.
Overhand club, boy, that made some contact. Roach with a quick defense, a thumb to the eye. Referee issues a warning. Roach with some body shots. Luke makes some impact. Hip toss out of the corner. Roach made it look easy. Now with just bearing down as he twists the neck of Ashworth.
You see how much you punched me in the face? Yeah. Watch the head. Watch the head.
Duplex. And Roach obviously is taking a clubbing here and is trying to gather his bearings. Follow up on that, and he does so, drops the boom. Now using the ropes to choke Ashworth. Grab the front row, getting the front seat view of that. So he didn't spin on him. Crown Jewel's taking a little bit too much time to follow up. Ashworth back to his feet. That's going to be costly. Ashworth firing back up, a couple of right hands. And after 3, the big temper falls in Pat Roach. Big clothesline. And there's a back thrust, chop thrust almost, by Ashworth. I told you these two men are hosses. They are just beating the tar out of each other. Forearm, here comes the run off the ropes. Ashworth ducks under, shoulder tackle, and Roach is down. Nicely done by Ashworth, the unstoppable one from Royston. Roach goes low, swinging that breaker. I told you, technically sound. Breaks out a lot of maneuvers that you don't see a lot nowadays, but they're still just as effective. Roach goes to the outside, falls into the bottom rope. Not sure what he's going for here. The back of the second row here. What's the crowd? Oh my goodness, he's commandeered a steel chair. And the referee has already said that's an illegal weapon. And the referee's going to take it away. You can't do that. Good job by the official. Roach knows that. Maybe it was just a distraction. He's got knuckles and just clocked. I mean, clean the clock of Jacob Ashworth behind the referee's back. Referee didn't see a darn thing, and Ashworth is going to take the loss. The crown jewel, Pat Roach, by hook or by crook, back in GCW, back in his own unique way, gets the win in his return to Georgia Classic Wrestling. And we will be back as we check on Mr. Ashworth with more Frightmare here on our YouTube channel. championship time. And boy, has this man really captured the spirit of the fans. He's even got his face dolled up for tonight's festivities. The sweeper, Jack Miles. Miles and his opponent, I should say, the champion, which is Xander Seabold, who will be coming out here in just a moment, have certainly had quite the war of words on social media over the last few weeks ahead of this bout. Make sure you're following us on our Facebook page. It is GCW-Georgia Classic Wrestling, and that'll keep you updated on the latest news about our upcoming shows. Of course, you'll hear from one of our superstars in between events. And here comes the champ, let out by that poor excuse for a human being.
Just shut up. I'll walk as fast as I want to, cameraman.
No one wants his hat. Everything's usually alright until this Ronnie Van Zant wannabe comes out here, poster child for birth control. And if you think I'm being a little hard on the young man, just wait until the bell sounds. He'll be sick up by the time it's over there too. Sweeper's doing his job. How about that? Living up to his name, he's sweeping the ring down. Well, he's missing the confetti over here in the bottom right corner of the screen. There's the champ, and the belt is definitely up for grabs. The time for talking is over. The championship is on the line. And it's obvious the fans in Buckhead are solidly behind the sweeper, Jack Miles. Sounds and it is television championship time. Got two more big matches to come after this one. It's all title matches from here, including this one. Tag team belts will be on the line next. And of course, the heavyweight title match to be mentioned at the top of the show. 2 out of 3 falls. Nick Hanlon defending against Chop Top. I said the time for talking was over. There's a lot of jaw jacking going on inside the square circle.
How about you show me why you're here? How about you show me why you're here? How about you show me?
Seabold, the southpaw, delivers a hard slam to the face of Jack Miles. And Miles did not take too kindly to that, and we've got a tussle on the mat. Like I said, these two men have had a war of words. Verbal jousting, if you'll have it on social media, and it's finally climaxing here at Frightmare. Seabold runs into a side headlock, pushes him off into the ropes, shoulder tackle by Jack Miles, the challenger, and Seabold heads to higher ground to convalesce, along with his manager, use that term very loosely. It's kind of a grabbed the sweeper's broom.
Good job, Sweet. Yeah.
Hey, that looks like what we did with him last time in his face.
Seems to be nonchalantly walking.
I'm ready. How about that? You know what? I think I'm ready.
Okay, so Xander Seabolt says he's ready. And I guess he changed his mind. So he's got his ring finger and his pinky on his right hand. And a little head of steam. I was going to say they were taped up, and a head of steam to Jack Miles. He was out of the way. Right at ringside, taking a run into the action. Seabolt threw that broom at Jack Miles just out of sheer disrespect. And now Seabolt in the ring gloating over his actions after running the challenger into the ring post.
I'm working here. You do your job.
I don't know why the cameraman would even want to show him on screen. We apologize to all the fans that had to see that. He's actually was good. He's doing not being too bad about it. Pretty good behavior so far. While in the ring, left hand jab being delivered by Seabolt. Body shots. Really working over the midsection of Jack Miles here. And a hard chop. And I think that just fired up and woke up Jack Miles. The sweeper responds. Hard chop. He silenced the crowd so it would echo a little more through the Got to Be On Event Center. Irish whip into the other corner. Seabolt catches him with a back elbow. Measures him and delivers a hard lariat. That rocked Miles, as evident. Still knocking the catchphrase of the sweeper. Some clubs to the chest. And there's a reverse chin lock applied by Seabolt. Seabolt has spent a lot of time drawing with the crowd, as is his manager. But an armbar from the knees, you should say. Now still on the left arm. Kicks out. Now applying a modified camel clutch, almost the Steiner recliner, if you WCW fans remember that, but now he's breaking the eyes of the sweeper, so I don't think he feels so much for the submission there as he was just wanting to administer some punishment. Seabolt with the champion's advantage. He could just blatantly get disqualified and still walk out of here with the television championship. And, well, again, he still looks like he bought that orange festive Halloween shirt at local Goodwill. I'm sure he did, actually. Why is he ringside? And Miles tried to mount a comeback. Scott Mason and a hard charge into the corner. Miles crumbles to the mat. Seymour's got full control of things right now with his television championship on the line. A lot of very mean-spirited things being said to the fans here in Morgan County tonight. Now choking the sweeper with his own broom. This is why he should not be allowed at ringside. One of the many reasons I should say he should not be allowed at ringside. Miles is still trying to recover. From the 10 count. And Seymour's going to meet him before he can even get back on the apron. Pulls him in looking for a DDT. And he plants him. Boy, Miles is taking quite the punishment. 1, 2, and a 2 count. The sweeper kicked out. And I think Seymour is a little caught off guard by the fact that that did not put Miles away. Punishment continues. Here comes Miles, right hand. Seymour fires back with the left, but he's obviously rocked. Here's Miles again. Get him off the ropes. Miles trying to get a second wind here. They've been exchanging some blows. Seymour goes for a knee and a club to the back. The ropes, ducks under a clothesline. Here comes Miles again, ducks under again, and a double clothesline. Both men are beating each other senseless here with the television championship on the line. This is the kind of action you can expect, fans, here in Georgia Classic Wrestling. Once he shouted about there's no need for disqualification or something like that. Nobody ever gave him credit for an IQ, so. He's got up to 7, and I guess he's going to stop the count. Miles has technically made up to both feet, so I guess the count ends. Ducks under a clothesline. Miles hits one of his own. And hits a double thrust chop. Look out, Seymour. Ducks under. Rolls him around into a swinging net breaker. Didn't get all of it, but it was effective enough. Seymour's rocked. Miles has found that second win. Charges into the corner. Big splash. And a bulldog takes down Xander Seymour. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and a 2 count. You see why that man's hair is so greasy all the time. He's sweating the finish here. Really hoping that the championship stays in his camp. Russian leg sweep. He's going for it. He does it towards the front, but Seymour counters and goes for his spine buster. Both been exhausted, fans. I mean exhausted. Seymour couldn't get a lot of elevation on him, but he landed the maneuver, and Myers kicks out at 2.
Stay down! You don't have what it takes!
Hey, being the television champion carries a lot of prestige. You're more or less the number 2 champion in the company. Seabolt with plenty of time to measure Miles. Kicks him, goes for that DDT again. Actually hit him with he was going for a combo move there. Drove the knee into the face, went for a neck breaker. He hits the Russian leg sweep. Can he follow up? Here's the cover. 1, 2, and wait a minute. Now that was uncalled for. That's what they want. I told you, fans, they want to be disqualified. Miles is begging for a non-disqualification there so he can win the championship. He throws him out. Thank goodness. That's the best damn decision that's been made in a year here in GCW. Thank goodness. Seabolt gets through the fist while Miles is distracted. It'll smell a lot better here at ringside, that's for sure. Seabolt with that running enziguri. 1, 2, and Miles kicks out. Neither man willing to give in with the TV championship up for grabs. What a battle here at Frightmare. Seabolt takes the straps down, tries to stop running. Lariat kick again, I guess you'd call it. Misses. Miles in the middle of the ring hits another Russian leg sweep. And he's going to pull him up again. Maybe one more for good measure? I suppose so. That's a combo. Now Miles takes the straps down. Okay. He's only in a gender suit, so this is a new outfit tonight for the sleeper. He pulls him up again. And a third. Seabolt is out. That's 3 Russian leg sweeps in a row. 1, 2, 3. He got it. It took 3 Russian leg sweeps, but the sweeper, Jack Miles, emotion pouring off his face, has captured the GCW Television Championship. And listen to this crowd. What a moment. Man, oh man, what a match. Nothing to take away from Seabolt. He fought hard. Once they got his manager out of there, it was all she wrote. And Miles calling for the microphone. captures the television championship here in Buckhead at Frightmare. What a moment. Fans, we'll be back with more. Our technical contestants in the match, was not too far off, but nonetheless, it is the Tag Team Championship. So there'll be 4 combatants to make their way out here. Tag Team going up for grabs as we are back after an exciting championship change here in Buckhead. The new television champion this week for Jack Miles. And I guess it's time to see if it's going to go 2 for 2. Here comes the challengers, R.C. Daniels and Zach King. R.C. Daniels with the camera.
You see it? Future right here.
Combination dynamic here. Fans are not going to really know. There's a massive pop. Sorry. Coming out there. Combination dynamic, as we were saying, the fans are not really know root for here because the current champions have not done a great job of running themselves as crowd favorites here in Buckhead. That King slithers into the ring. R.C. Daniels is still looming ringside. Shaw, excellent ring man with the cowbell, of course. Commissioner Tim Rice. He's got the microphone. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. He is the head referee. Tim Rice has not changed that yet as a glaring oversight.
I understand if you take it upon yourself to hit that company. No! I ain't help. It's all clear, brother. I saw it all. So I tell you what. Okay? You want to stay here for me? But you know, within our arm, judges, within our arm, police officers, there are borderline, you were the referee in Gillespie. Dang right I was. When they won the tag team title.
You're exactly right about that. It was a live event that was not televised. That company won the championships at the beginning of September.
In a month earlier statement, that means that decision is now under review.
As well it should be, fans, frankly, with the way things played out last month.
You can have two choices. You can either have an exam.
Okay.
Hear me out. I'll let you stay here and read, but I'm stripping the time.
Wow. We're really putting Bad Company's feet to the fire here. Either resignation for Matthew Daniel or the Bad Company gets stripped of those championships.
I was shocked! Get out of here, baby! Get to the mat! Look at this, Mr. Tim!
Wait a second.
I have my mandatory license!
So Matthew Daniel has procured a manager's license.
Beat it!
Calvin's having some fun with me outside here. This one is being on this drama. Marcy Daniels. Zach King, you're talking about the referee shirt.
Okay. Jesse? No! My decision is
Jesse is going to be the referee of the match, as he should have been from the start, by the way, one or the other. Definitely not Matthew Daniel, a senior official. He has a manager's license.
You ready? Yeah, we're ready.
Tag team titles are on the line amidst all this Bad Company drama that we just watched unfold. So Matthew Daniel has had to resign as head official to avoid Bad Company having to vacate the GCW Tag Team Championship. Great ruling by Commissioner Tim Rice. And now we have an impartial referee in the ring. R.C. Daniels and Zach King on your right. King, in the long trunks, in case you're keeping score at home. Showing off the now stripped referee shirt of Matthew Daniel. Jay Shaw on the right and Chris Snells on your left here at the forefront of your screen are the reigning champions. They did win it at a live event in Milledgeville at the 1st of September for Labor Day weekend.
What you gonna do, Molly? What you gonna do, Molly? Come here.
Zach King antagonizing Matthew Daniel a little bit off the microphone.
And you can now look at us, R.C. Daniels and Zach King. We are the city on fire. We are your new tag team champions. Look at us. Come on.
That remains to be seen. I'm trying to figure out the microphone policy here in GCW. It seems as though some superstars are able to commandeer the mic solo, and other ones have to garner the assistance of ring announcer. Nonetheless, King gets his words out, and the championships are up for grabs. Titles up for grabs. Bell finally sounds, and our semi-main event is underway. Color number tie-up is Jay Shaw and Zach King. Jay Shaw just a few months ago also on the crowd side of things and has also changed his attitude, as has that man right there in the front of the camera, the, I guess now, manager of that company, no longer senior official, Matthew Daniel. Well, Jay Shaw was trying to punk out Zach King's muscle definition, I suppose, and Zach King went up to him with turn off his leverage advantage, I guess you'll say.
Okay, I'm in.
This is strange. With an old-fashioned knuckle lock. This man tussling for an advantage. Wow, what a... It's 100% legal, Mr. Mills, and twisted arm bars, all it is. Perfectly legal. Shaw does get out of it with a reversal. King with a roll through. Bridge. Nip up. Nice move by the big man. And a Frightmare takeover. And just continuing to play mind games. I think he did. I think he, in fact, did give him a quick little smooch on the top of the noggin. They didn't go visit the doctor after that, nonetheless. Go behind with the waistlock. Another stand there. Kissing this time. Okay, well, he may be a married man. I think he's just a psychological ploy. Pretty sure Zach King does, in fact, play for the other team. Here's about next to Mr. Shaw. I can't confirm that, of course. Go behind. And King picks up Shaw. Now says put him down, and I don't know if he'll likely. He put him down. No, he did not. Big body slam. Oh, my. So, King apparently is following the direction of his opponent's tag team partner. Another big slam, tag in by R.C. Daniels. And he's going to pick him up and drop him for an elbow drop. Put perfect double team maneuver there. Here's a cover, one, and a one count. Shaw gets out of that very quickly.
I'm a married man too. Stop that.
This book weather fans live for the number 29 show is Thanksgiving Star Wars on Thanksgiving Thunderman. Stay corrected about that. It is still on November 29th here at the Dr. Earl Event Center in Buckhead. We'd like to see every seat packed. Watch this crowd. It's a fun atmosphere. It's a great live experience. And it's a great holiday present. It's an early one. You can treat your children too. R.C. Daniels is going to take a couple of blows. Jay Shaw, I mean, he did take a very suspiciously long time in a double thrust chop. R.C. Daniels not a fan of that, pushes him off and is trying to fight it through the pain, but he couldn't do so. Daniels off the ropes. Mouse to go. And gets the roll up. 1, 2. Wasn't the smoothest of all time, but he got it nonetheless. Nice super kick. Shaw is down. And off his knees, big clothesline, big explosion by Jay Shaw. Brass Knuckles champion. He's taking the headband off, and he's used it to choke R.C. Daniels. And slings it inside King. King did not take too kindly to that. Look, point out that Chris Delp just now being tagged in for the first time in this matchup. The referee probably should not be allowing that, as he had his back turned, but looks like he's going to. And they're saying it was a legal tag. Technically, it was a legal tag, but still, the referee didn't see it. Now with a quick chin lock, he just gets out. I guess he is taking it easy here tonight. I'm not sure what that's all about. Big scoop. And a deposit on the slam. And boy, R.C. Daniels' spine quivered as he made impact with the canvas. Shaw with a quick thank you maneuver takes that King off the apron. King is fired up after that, tries to come to the ring, and the referee tries to get him out. Meanwhile, mid-suplex. There was no tag that time.
You're blind!
He didn't hear it, he didn't see it because there was no tag. Come on, ref, you can't let that stand. It doesn't matter if they were close enough, it doesn't matter if it has to be a tag. R.C. Daniels is in trouble. He's in the corner of the champions. Ring cut off.
3, 4, come on, get off this, bro. What are you doing?
Let's continue to get all these distractions in. Well, Matthew Daniel is starting to pay some dividends. He doesn't belong at ringside with the manager's license if that's how he's going to behave. And a big clothesline. Chris Nelms will cause another chin lock on R.C. Daniels. Zach King, fresh as a daisy, smacking the turnbuckle, trying to get the fans behind the challenger for the GCW Tag Team Championship here at Frightmare. right hand. Medicine coming in with a hit of steam. Big splash in the corner. And Nelms crumples. He didn't get to make the tag. Here's the cover. And a 2 count. Got the shoulder up.
Back off, Matthew! Matthew, go to the back where you belong! Stop, Jack! Come here and say it to my face!
And finally a tag to Zach King, who's been on the apron for quite some time. And will be ready to take over here on offense. And another quick tag. Double team action coming. Oh, that did not work out. Wait a minute.
Come on, Austin!
Well, that was strange. Okay, Zach King, a little misdirection there with that clothesline, and Zach King just went out to the apron. He trying to help his partner. Back suplex. 1, 2, and King will stomp on Jay Shaw to keep this bout alive. Oh, nice. Running jawbreaker by R.C. Daniels.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay.
And there's the tag. King in. And he's going to deliver some right hands. I guess everything is on the up and up as that King clothesline. Clothesline. Nelms down. Shaw moved into the corner, into his own partner, and a big splash on Nelms. Nelms tossed out like yesterday's garbage. Roll through by Shaw into the other corner, big splash. King's a big man. Frightmare off the ropes. And a big stomp. Boy, he just mashed the chest into the canvas. Shaw kicks out at 2. And clocks Nelms for good measure. R.C. Daniels tagged back in again. And it's a double team action. Look out. Here's a cover. 1, 2. And Matthew Daniel just pulled the referee out of the ring. That's the second match in a row where the bout could have ended if not for outside interference from the referee out of the ring.
No! Come on!
Meanwhile, there is still clubbering going on inside the square circle. R.C. Daniels, not much left in him. He's been beaten to a pulp. And Jay Shaw squaring off with that counter maneuver. And a big running boot. Bicycle kick by Jay Shaw. 1, 2, and 3. That's all it takes. Daniels is worse. Slap out. And the champs retain. Nelms and Shaw have retained the championships. Daniel helped out. You have to give him a third of the title there. Somehow divvy that up. But this is uncalled for. Match is over. They're continuing to pummel Daniels. Here's the other referee out of the back to try and stop all this chaos. Zach King on the floor still trying to recover. And Matthew Daniels bullying this referee who just what? Matthew Daniel, good. That's needed. And now Jay Shaw is taking up referee. This is getting out of hand. Here's Tim Rice.
He hit me. He put his hands on him. Put his hands on him. I know I put you in a bad situation. You did not put your hands on any of the in-ring competitors. That's right. You are officially on probation. Toothbrush me in. Depending on how your probation goes, you'll be the new head referee. Sorry. And if you look close to me, you may be knocked in there, I will not be slapped out of next week. You put your hands on two additions. One, Jesse, and two, three. I know! So guess what? You're not on probation. You're suspended. No!
They've suspended Matthew Daniel. And I guess it's indefinite. Matthew Daniel having the temper tantrum with the Century in there. Matthew Daniel's manager license is good for one night, apparently. He has been suspended. The other referee on probation could be the new head official. That company retains the titles, but at what cost? A lot of developments here. As we leave, a very upset Matthew Daniel here on YouTube. We'll be back with our main event from Frightmare. Challenging Nick Halo. And here is the challenger.
Heavyweight title, Nick, is coming to me.
A lot of confidence coming from the challenger. Chopping his way to the ring. This is a big one, fans. It's 2 out of 3 falls. So when a decision is rendered, that does not mean this one's over. It's going to take 2 from your opponent. Take a lot of punishment to get the victory here.
comes.
for Georgia Classic
Here he
Wrestling.
comes, ladies. Here he comes. The greatest professional wrestler of all time. I've been doing this longer than most of you been alive, and I'm just going to keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where's my fan, bro? I'm going to need that later.
And Caleb has entered the square circle. Gotta kind of let the moment speak for itself, fans. I apologize. What more is there to say? We'll call the match as it happens. Kevin Hazen with you here for GCW Frightmare and our main event on tap. And we'll get our introductions. Supporting two belts tonight on the GCW heavyweight title on the line. Chop Top, the challenger, has been there before. He's actually been the heavyweight title holder at one time. In his best 2 out of 3 falls here in Buckhead. And how about a little bit of misdirection? That was uncalled for. He's disqualified. He's disqualified Nick Halen here for the first fall. And a swinging neck breaker as we're in the second fall already. So now we're tied up 1 apiece. Well, that was quick. In case you're wondering what happened there, Nick Halen handed the referee the wrong championship belt. And when it was questioned, Nick Halen bum rushed Chop Top with the heavyweight championship, earned a disqualification, knocked him loopy, pulled off the second row DDT, and got the pinfall for the second fall. Supposed to be a rest period, but there was not one issued by the referee, who, as we learned at the end of the last match, is on probation by orders of GCW Commissioner Tim Rice. And Nick Halen stops for some mid-match push-ups. So in case you're wondering, we are already in the third fall, fans. This quickly. Chop Top busted wide open by that belt shot here in our main event at GCW Frightmare. And he is dumped to the floor as you see blood coming off the head of Chop Top. And Chop Top with a hard forearm trying to gain the upper hand on Nick Halen. Nick Halen wasting no time cutting off Chop Top as he crawls back into the ring, going mark on that left knee.
Ask him. You want to give up, child? No. No. Come on. Hey, come on, watch the hand. 1.
I feel as if Nick Halen did not come here tonight to Buckhead to get paid by the hour. Looking for the quick victory here is the youngster, Chop Top. Halen from just up the road in Athens, Georgia, about 30 minutes away from Buckhead. And still punishing that left knee of the Dream Killer, who has held every championship possible, I believe, here at GCW. Maybe not the television crown, but he has been a wrestling champ, former tag team champion, Jerry Nelms, and of course the heavyweight champion as well, Russian leg sweep. And lateral press does not hook the leg, and Chop Top kick out.
Come on. Hey, not the close fist. Stop. 1, 2. Stop the close fist. Bend yourself. Come on. Hey, come on. No. 2. Close up.
Halen full of cockiness. Boy, does he know his way around that square circle. And a hard rush into the corner that he follows in. Very nicely done by Nick Halen. Halen no doubt got the upper hand starting out in this match. Chop Top has had very little offense. A spurt of maybe a couple of punches has been all that Chop Top's been able to administer to the heavyweight champion for Georgia Classic Wrestling. Again, fans, we'll be back on November 29th with Thanksgiving Star Wars. And we hope to see you here at 1200 Shivers Avenue in Buckhead, Georgia at the Got to Be Rolling Event Center for our next internet television taping. Of course, open at 6:05 p.m. Bell time is 7 o'clock.
Come on, watch the hair. Come on.
And who'll be coming into that show with the heavyweight title around their waist? Will it be Nick Halen or will it be Chop Top? Who thinks more right now? Well, I may have spoke too soon. Chop Top coming out with a hard thrust that caught Nick Halen directly in the Adam's apple. Chop Top crawling over. Boy, has he been rocked in this matchup. Halen wisely drops to the outside. Big chop to Halen. From Chop Top's hand. Big right hand, both men battling here on the floor. And Halen back in the ring and back up the other side again. Trying to draw in Chop Top. It works. And again, back to that left leg. Oh my. Dragging it across the apron over to that ring post.
Back to Brett.
And another smack across the steel post. There's a steel beam that runs across the aprons, fans. It's hidden by the canvas and the ring skirt. So it's steel upon steel in the last two crunches, and I don't know where Nick Halen just went. Went back into the corner of the arena for a moment into the darkness around our entrance area, but he's back now.
Seven. Hey. You want to give up? No. Hey, come on, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the motion ready like that.
Halen's still just toying around with Chop Top. I think he knows by now he's going to get the easy win here in fall number 3. Cranking away. There's another one on that left leg. Snaps it down. Goes for the quick pin and gets 2. Once again, did not hook the leg.
I'll bet you eat a lot of
figure four. Chop Top counters, pushes him to the outside. Chop Top trying to quickly capitalize. That left leg weakened. And he does. He follows up with a sledge across the back. Sledgehammer across the back. Sits Helen in a chair. My goodness, what a knife edge chop. And another. We got a whole row of chairs there at ringside. Our fans looking on in awe. I don't know how else to say it. Sheer amazement at the brutality of this main event. Discus clothesline. That almost turned Halen inside out. Halen's down and hurt. Here's a cover. And a long 2 count, about 2 3/4. Halen gets the shoulder up. Could this be the night? Chop Top finally gets back atop the GCW mountain. And a running knee into the corner. And it's that bad knee again. And boy, Chop Top felt that. You could hear him screaming in pain. He likes pain, though. That's one of his MOs. Feeds off of it.
You know what's funny is you keep talking. Don't you guys go home and watch Pornhub or something? Come on, John. Show me what you got, son.
Halen hurling some very disparaging remarks to our fans at ringside. And finally, trying to pay off all this work on that left leg, applies the sharpshooter. Is quickly countered, couldn't hold the bridge, and rolls into the ropes. And again, Chop Top quickly slammed that left leg right into the apron. And now it's up to Chop Top to beat the count. Halen back in the ring. Halen really showboating in there, making snow angels. Big forearm. Chop Top crumples in the corner as he beats the count back into the ring. And man, oh man, what a chop. There's been a lot of chops here tonight. There's been some devastating ones in this bout alone. Whip into the corner. Big clothesline. Chop Top firing up. Big right hand. That staggered Halen into the corner. Lying knee using the good leg, I should say. Chop Top's wrist tape is coming loose. It's the running knee in the corner. Halen is rocked. Both men are absolutely exhausted. This has been a brutal matchup. And another knee. Perhaps a bulldog coming. And he lands it beautifully done by Chop Top, but can he follow up? That left leg is still giving him fits. Fans trying to rally behind Chop Top. And now both move back to a vertical base. Exchanging rights, forearms, fists. monotony of that exchange. And now for cover 1, 2, and a 2 count. How about that super kick? On Chop Top, Halo is rocked. One, two, three. They called for the bell. Halo's foot was on the bottom rope. You see it right there. Camera at ringside taking you right into the action. They're going to Chop Top the championship. Chop Top's won it. Referee is saying Chop Top is your new GCW Heavyweight Champion, but wait a minute. He's noticing the foot on the rope. Wait a minute here. That's a controversy. What are we going to do? He's already given the belt to Chop Top. Halen is crumpled to the mat here, still unable to get up on his feet after that devastating super kick. So the referee has, I mean, you hate to say it for Chop Top, but that's the right call to make. They are going to restart the third fall. Halen's foot was on the bottom rope before the count of 3. And I guess the championship is not Chop Top's yet. Chop Top's going to do it again. He misses. Halen goes into the sharpshooter. And Halen this time with a good bridge. Got him right in the middle of the ring. Chop Top can't go anywhere. Pulls him back away from the ropes. And Chop Top taps. Only thing he can do, he loves punishment, but he only takes so much on that weakened left leg. And Nick Halen will retain the GCW Heavyweight title. What a main event!
Give it back! Yeah! Praise go ahead!
Well, fans, it might not be the most popular decision of all time. Referee already on probation, trying to, I'm sure, stay on the good side of GCW Commissioner Tim Rice. Opts to restart fall number 3. Halen still not fully convinced of Chop Top's abilities, but hey, champ retains. He restarts the third fall. Halen's foot was on the bottom rope. It was the correct call by the referee. And Halen gets the sharpshooter.
Who owns Georgia?
And gets the
Who owns
submission.
Georgia? I do. The game breaker. Red one. Hitman. GOAT. Nick Halen.
Fans, we thank you for joining us for GCW Frightmare here on YouTube. Again, November 29th, Thanksgiving Star Wars, here at the Scottsboro Big Center in Buckhead. I'm Kevin Hensley. Thank you all of you for joining us for Georgia